everybody, my name is Rachel, and this week I'm the one hosting the North Cariboo SPCA's Pet Parade. So sit back, enjoy, and look at all of our beautiful animals that we have available for adoption. Who I have here, this is Garfield, and he's been at our shelter for a couple of weeks now. He's about 10 years old, and he's been neutered already. He also just had dental surgery about a week or so ago, so he's got a nice new set of pearly whites to go to his brand new house. And he seems to get along with everybody here. He likes the other cats, he seems to be pretty tolerant of other dogs, and tolerant of kids. So all very good stuff. So if you're looking for a nice big ginger boy like this, then I think Garfield would probably be your best choice. So this is Garfield. This little beautiful girl here, her name is Diana. We've had her here for a few days now, and she has just become available for adoption. She's about 3 years old, and as you can see, she's very mellow. She's very easy to get along with. She loves being picked up and packed around, and I think that if you were looking for a long-haired brown tabby, she would probably make a really great addition to your home. So this is Diana, and she's in our main adoption room. Okay, everybody, this fella, his name is Lurch, and Lurch was an owner surrender, and so he's here visiting us right now while we're looking for a new home for him. He's pretty easy to get along with. He doesn't seem to be causing us any grief around here. He's got a couple of his favorite toys that he likes to play with. And he's about 3 years old. He's very heavy, he's very healthy, and yeah, he's just waiting to go to his new home. So if you're interested in a nice big ginger guy, Lurch would be the perfect cat for you. Okay, everybody, this guy is named Bishop, and he's almost 2 years old. And we've had him at the shelter for a little while now. He's a little bit of a special case. So Bishop's story is that he needs to have some surgery done on his back legs. And what we're looking for him would be somebody who is interested in doing a foster to adopt. And what that means is we would like somebody to take him home and to be able to give him really good care directly after his surgery. And his healing time, the doctors say, is going to be about 90 days. So what we're looking for is somebody who's able to take him and who's able to look after him while his back legs are healing from his surgery. And then after that, the person has the choice to be able to bring him back to the SPCA to be to be adopted to his new family. Or they may have very well have fallen in love with him by that point in time and decide to adopt them himself. But he's a beautiful boy, and he's very calm and very loving, and he's just looking for a place that's not our shelter so that he can have a nice healing time, recoup time. So if you're interested, if you've got the desire to look after a great big beautiful boy like this, just a little bit of dedication will be required while he's healing. And yeah, this guy could be the face in your house for probably the next 10 years. So if you're interested, if you would like to inquire about him, if you would like to come down and see him, please, please, please feel free to do so. And this is Bishop. This guy here is named Tank. And Tank is a lab cross. He is about 2 years old. And we've had him at the shelter for a little while now. He kind of needs to go to a little bit of a specific home. So he does have an old injury to one of his back legs, and that's going to need to have a little bit of vet care. So I think we're looking primarily at this point for somebody who is willing to foster him with the option to adopt him after his leg is healed. He's a very rambunctious guy, and he doesn't always get along really well with other dogs. So we're kind of looking for a home that probably doesn't have small children or doesn't have other dogs or cats. He kind of would prefer to be an only dog home. But he's very smart and very sweet, and he absolutely loves to cuddle. So if you're willing to have this guy in your home, if you're willing to do a little bit of foster parenting for him after his surgery, please come down to the shelter and see us. We would love to tell you all about this guy. This is Tank. Okay, I have got Alvin here, and Alvin is a 7-year-old Old English Bulldog. So we've had him here at the shelter for a couple of weeks now, and he had a little bit of an ear infection which needed to be treated, but he's all cleared up now, and he is currently in our adoption room. He's already been neutered, he's had his vet exams, he's good to go. All he needs is a family to come and adopt him. So we've heard he absolutely loves car rides, so if you've got a car, come on down. You'll make him really, really happy. This here is Alvin. Okay, everybody, this is Amira. Amira is a pit bull mix that has come into the shelter. She is about 2 years old. And when she came into us, she had a little bit of, she had some skin allergies, and we've been working on that. She's already looking much better than she did when we first brought her in. And she's also a little bit shy. So if you're interested in adopting Amira, you kind of have to keep that in mind. She likes things to be a little bit quiet, not a lot of people, makes her a little bit on the anxious side. Definitely not something that couldn't be worked with, but that would be something that you would have to take into consideration if you wanted to adopt her. She's not overly good with all dogs, and she doesn't like cats, so I think Amira would probably do best in a single dog home. She absolutely loves going for walks. Our dog walkers take her for walks here every day, and she does great on the leash. So if this face is something that you could stand looking at every single day, I think maybe you should come on down to the SPCA and come take her for a walk. Come and get to know Amira. Here at the North Cariboo SPCA, we are almost always about cats and dogs, but occasionally we're not. Take Lavender, for example. She is one of probably the dozens of rats which come into the shelter every year. And her situation, she's a year old. She's what's called a Dumbo rat, because as you can see, her ears kind of hang off to the side rather than sitting up on top. And I know she's probably not the greatest choice of a pet for everybody, but if you do like rats, somebody just like Lavender could be the perfect addition to your home. She's very friendly. She likes to be packed around in pockets around here at the shelter. And she seems to be overall just a pretty happy-go-lucky little girl. So if you are in the need for having a rat in your house and would like to make a little addition to your family, then this little one could be the perfect pet for you. So come on down if you're interested. This is Lavender. Okay, so if you are looking for an all-white, long-haired cat, we pretty much have the perfect cat for you. This here is Charlie, and Charlie is an 8-year-old domestic long-haired cat. So he's a pretty big boy, and as you can see, he's freshly gone to the hair salon and had himself a nice new haircut. So he's already neutered, and he's already been microchipped like all the animals which are being adopted out of the SPCA. And he gets along really well with some cats. He seems to be a little bit tolerant of dogs, so on a case-by-case basis, he might make a good addition to a multi-furred household. But otherwise, he's a very easygoing guy. I'm pretty sure that when all of this hair grows back in, it's going to be long and luxurious. So if you're looking for, like I said, nice big old white cat, I think this guy would be the perfect choice for you. His name's Charlie. This right here is Daisy. And if you wanted to come in and inquire about her, that's exactly how you have to ask. So Daisy is a little over a year old. It's a black and white domestic short hair. And she is an absolute love bug. She loves being packed around. She really loves playing with toys. She loves her treats. She's recently been spayed this week, so the only thing that is left that needs to happen is somebody needs to adopt her. And maybe this cat would be right for your house. So come on down and see her if you're interested, and come meet Daisy. So before we leave, I would just like to touch base on our wish list for right now. We are in dire need of toys, especially these things. They're called Kongs. We stuff them full of toys, treats, dog food, and we give it to the dogs as part of an enrichment program when we're away at night time. Gives them something to do, stops them from being bored. So if you happen to have any of these kicking around your house, or stop by any pet store, any grocery store, they should have these in the pet section. Feel free to load up and bring them in for us. The dogs will really appreciate it. Also, we use a lot of hot dogs. We use hot dogs for training treats. We use hot dogs as a special treat, which we put in these, and we go through them a lot. So if anybody on their next grocery shopping trip, if they would like to pick up a couple of packages of hot dogs and bring them down, we would really appreciate it. Well, everybody, thanks for watching this week's Pet Parade down here at the North Cariboo SPCA. If you have any questions, concerns, want to come down, we are located at 4011 Lansdowne Road. And of course, as always, our phone number is 250-562-5511. Thank you very much.